Hello everyone and welcome back to Navis Nobilite, and today we are continuing the Space Marine ship overviews with the Space Marine Battle Barge. The quintessential Space Marine battleship, iconic in its looks and certainly iconic in its stats. Now, a lot of people are very frustrated with the Battle Barge because it seems undergunned, but this is mostly because people don't understand what the Battle Barge is actually meant to do. It's not in itself meant to be a battleship. The battle barge is a gigantic, oversized, and overgunned troop transport. So let's get into it. At 425 points, you get a 12-hit battleship with speed of 20 centimeters, 45-degree turns, 3 shields, 6 up armor, and 3 turrets. Now, that right there should tell you something. This is one of the few battleships that only has 3 shields, and 3 turrets. Typically, battleships have 4 and 4. But the reason why is because it has 6 up armor all around. It is equipped with a port and starboard 45 centimeter weapons battery at strength 12, left and right. Prow launch bay at Thunderhawks for 3 squadrons. It has Prow torpedo strength 6 out the front, and a strength 8 dorsal bombardment cannon. This vessel is very, very short range for a battleship, but if you manage to get in that short range, you can cause an enormous amount of damage. But ultimately, what most people are going to find is that the Space Marine Battle Barge really doesn't stand up to other battleships in the game. The place where the Battle Barge actually shines the most is when it boards other ships. Now, that's not exactly easy. The Battle Barge is not very maneuverable and not very fast, though it is fast by Imperial standards. The downside of the Battle Barge, ultimately, is that it is slow, plodding, and vulnerable with only 3 shields. Anything with a lance, and a lot of other battleships have lances, can target this thing and do an enormous amount of damage to it. 6 up armor is only great if you're dealing with somebody who uses weapon batteries. So, unfortunately, the Battle Barge does suffer, and this was actually one of the reasons why a lot of people viewed the Space Marine fleet as underpowered. And part of that reason is that people didn't understand that the purpose of the Battle Barge was far less of a fleet vessel and far more important for what it was designed for, which is planetary assault and exterminatus missions, which it is actually phenomenally good at, because all it has to do in those missions is move towards a planet, and that usually is not that hard. All the Space Marine Battle Barge needs to do is get into lower orbit, and then basically they've won the game. Now, in more fleet-oriented battles, it does suffer. And if you're asking me what the best way to use this is, well, you have to be either very conservative or very aggressive. There is no in between. So the Space Marine Battle Barge, typically you point it at a ship, you move at that ship as fast as you can, dump Thunderhawks into it and hope you can board it, but when you board it, you're probably going to kill it. Now, the other way is to keep it as far back as you can and use it as a Thunderhawk carrier and just dump Thunderhawks onto the board. Now, there is one place where this thing shines brighter than any other battle barge, as far as I can tell. And that is when you are facing against Necrons. This ship, if it boards a Necron vessel, will kill that Necron vessel almost every single time. And Necron's greatest weakness, ironically enough, are Space Marines, because Necrons don't do so hot in the boarding action, and all of their liquid metal saves don't apply in the boarding phase. So, that is the Space Marine Battle Barge. This is the punishment the Space Marines got for the Horus Heresy. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you all again soon.